Hi, my name is Ross Brannigan, and I am the leader of the performance group, performance community of practice, which is working on this project. A quick update on what we achieved last year and where we hope to head in semester 2 this year. Semester 2 last year was a little bit problematic because the equipment that we'd based our ideas around didn't arrive until week 7 out of 12. So we weren't really able to work it in a fully meaningful way. So we focused on distributing a class set of iPads to one of our classes, Performance for Camera, a third year optional paper in the Bachelor of Communication Studies. And the students really enjoyed the ownership that that gave them and the customizability. And we used it for mobile filmmaking of performance exercises, and that allowed a very rapid feedback loop. They could replay wirelessly from the iPad to the MOA screens that we had in the room, and some of them picked up the option of delivering blog pieces in video rather than in written form. And we learned a lot from that. We learned a lot about, we had some hard lessons about device management and about the flakiness of Wi-Fi, which ruined a lot of experiments and disillusioned the performance lecturers who are not necessarily tech savvy, and when their classes grind to a halt because a piece of technology doesn't work, they're less likely to want to incorporate it, which is what happens. So where do we hope to head to next year? Well, we would like to move on and use augmented reality in some way in our teaching, especially with a small group of students, looking at how it can be used to prepare for performance, to visualize a set, for example, that doesn't exist. We purchased the Epson Moverio glasses, which work quite well, and we used it for a research project last December, January this year, to interpret for live theatre. So instead of the usual deaf audiences having 1, 2, 3, even 4 interpreters at the front of the stage that the entire audience can be distracted by, we put the interpreters off to the side where they could see the performance live and interpret using sign language for deaf audience members wearing heads-up display glasses. And the feedback so far has been phenomenal on that, and we're presenting our findings at the Sign Language Interpreters of New Zealand conference in July in Christchurch. It was difficult to set up. The technology is at an early stage. It relies on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi in WG building just was not up to the task, and we had to bring in our own router. And so that's something that could not be set up by someone unless they were very tech savvy. But we are very hopeful that because the technology is so nascent and exploding exponentially, maybe the Microsoft HoloLens will solve an awful lot of problems and make it so much more accessible to a lot of people. So that's where we're hoping to head in semester 2, given extension of funding, of course. So far, because I'm the only permanent staff member, the others are employed casually. We don't have a community of practice that's fully on board yet. And it won't happen until closer to the start of semester 2, and that hampers planning somewhat. But we're very hopeful that we will get something very productive out of this semester, given that we have the equipment and the will to do something. Thank you.